Hey guys, welcome to this video. Welcome to my newly done up house. You've not seen this because we've not done a sit down video in a while, and I just thought of doing a Q&A today because I feel we've been doing a lot of vlogs lately and we've not done this in a while. So I posted a story on my Instagram recently, just 2 days ago, and I asked you guys to send in some spicy questions, and you guys didn't refrain from keeping it spicy, to say the least. So I've got Namira here. Namira, say hi. So Namira's gonna like scan through all these spicy questions. Well, some of them are not spicy, but you know what I mean. And we're gonna try to answer like the most commonly asked questions. So let's dive right into it. And also disclaimer, in case you guys can hear this kharkar happening outside, I am literally living in a construction site right now. There's a building being made right next to my house and also like in front of my house. So I really can't do anything at this point. So here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the first question here is tips for someone who wants to make it in the influencer world in the current market situation.
Firstly, start influencing. I don't even like the term influencing because I feel it just doesn't sound right. But basically, doing what I do, which is content creation, I like calling myself a content creator. You kind of just need to put your head down and do it for fun. Like, I feel people that get started in this industry to kind of make money and like to just kind of get all the perks out of it, they're starting this for the wrong reasons. Do it because you basically love creating content. It could be anything, right? Just do it for fun, and if it clicks, it clicks. And if it happens to become a career for you, great. Don't leave your day job until and unless you're making good, decent money out of it. So you have to kind of have something different about you to get noticed. Also try to be as consistent as possible because consistency is very important. You can't kind of, expect success overnight, because I know a lot of people that have created content, they've posted a couple of times and they go like, "Arey, yeah, I'm not getting followers, I'm not growing, I'm not getting brand deals." So it doesn't happen that way, right? Like, you just need to be patient, you need to do it because you love it. But from an industry point of view, this industry is booming. There's room for everyone. Like, if you are good at what you do, and if you, for example, from the fashion side of things, if you dress really well and if you think that there are people that can relate to you, it will click. So just kind of be patient, and yeah, it's a great space to be in. Spicy.
How was your trip with Ashna and Malvika to Rome? Are you actually friends with them?
Okay. I mean, guys, I don't know what to say. I'm kidding. So, I mean, Ashna and I have been friends since the time I basically started doing this, and Ashna started just a little before me. And I don't have a lot of friends in the industry, but then the people that I actually call my friends are actual friends. Like, for example, Ashna and I actually chill beyond work, so it's not just like work friendship. So whenever we're on a brand trip together, it's always very exciting because we also like get to chill. We go shop after, our events. We kind of also always order in-room dining and eat together, discuss about work and life. It's always a great time. And Arman was on the trip as well, so we went for lunches together and it was a great time. And also with Malvika, I feel like, lately I've had a different connect with Malvika. Like, before we were obviously like friends. I feel gotten closer lately, also because she's a new mom just like me. So I feel like we can really relate to each other. Malvika was on the trip with Abby, and I got to learn a lot from her because literally a week after, I went to Milan with Aryan. So Malvika told me a lot of things that I should do when I'm traveling with a baby. So I feel like lately we've been connecting a lot more. And I have so much respect for Malvika, just for everything. I love her content. So, yeah, it was all good. It was a lot of fun. And the trip overall was so much fun. So, it was a great time. And I'm glad I got to do it with Ashna and Malvika both.
Your skin is looking great lately. What is your skincare secret?
I feel like I'm a lot more confident now with my skin. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen it over the years if you've been around, that I've always struggled with skin, especially like the texture, because I have PCOD. So I used to break out a lot when I was younger. I feel like after my pregnancy, my skin's just become a lot better. I think the supplements that they put you on really helped with my hair and skin. Also, I take really good care of my skin. I'm always very paranoid about going to bed with makeup, not drinking enough water. So all of this is very like a part of my lifestyle. So I do try to do a lot for my skin. Like, less is more when it comes to skin, but thank you if you think my skin's looking great, because I do feel more confident about the way it's looking.
An extension to the previous question, current skincare routine.
So I mean, as I said, like I don't do much for my skin. In fact, I've been going to the same dermatologist for over a decade. Like he's seen it all. He's the one who, in fact, told me that I had PCOD, and he kind of helped me deal with it. So he knows that I am someone who needs my skincare routine to be very simple. Because the minute you give me more than 2 products, you've lost me. So it has to be very simple. So mornings I like to wash my face. I like to use a nice moisturizer. The moisturizer that I've been loving lately is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. And I have to use a sunscreen. Lately I've been using the Clinique City Sunblock. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'll put all these products below so you guys can see what I've been using. But sunscreen is like non-negotiable. I have to use a sunscreen no matter what. I've also been really loving the Innisfree sunscreen. It's very lightweight. It feels really good on the skin. So I also switch between that Innisfree and the Clinique sunscreen. And then at night, sometimes I do like a double cleansing routine. I'll use like a nice balm if I have a lot of makeup on, and then go in with my micellar water. I use Bioderma. After that, I will wash my face. I like to use like a nice light cleanser. So I've been using the simple face wash. After that, I like to use a nice cream. Sometimes I will use a serum. I've been using the Estee Lauder ANR for years and years. Love that. My doctors also put me onto this retinol serum lately. So I use that every alternate night. I'll put the name on the screen because I don't remember the name, but it's been recommended by my dermatologist. So yeah, basically I like to keep it very simple. Just a good moisturizer, a good cleansing routine, and sometimes some retinol at night. And sometimes I like to ice my face as well, but I don't use a lot of these facial tools or anything. Oh, and I also like to get a signature facial done from my dermatologist every 2 months. It basically helps you like remove dead skin cells. But besides that, I don't do anything invasive with my skin. Nothing at all. Stay hydrated, eat right, and basic skincare routine. Yeah.
How much time you dedicate to Arabella and what's next?
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I wish when you're a business owner, you can never put enough time into your business. And I feel like the downside about me being co-partners with my husband running the brand is the fact that we sometimes even talk about work in bed, or, you know, when we're sitting and watching TV or whatever. Like there's no line drawn between like spending some time alone with my husband and like just actually having fun and being business partners. We're always talking about work. So with Arabella right now, because it's a startup, it's very like it demands a lot of my time. The minute I wake up to the time I'm sleeping, I'm constantly thinking about new products, thinking about ways to market it, thinking about customer service, thinking about what went wrong with that one order. Because I try to be involved as much as possible. I feel like I don't talk about it enough. I wish I did, because I feel like it will probably help people who want to start a new brand themselves. And what's next? We have a new collection coming up. In fact, I'm going to be at office all day tomorrow, in fact, because we're going to be finalizing the samples, and then we get into production, and hopefully we're going to shoot the next collection first week of November. So it should be right in time for fall, winter, and the holiday season. So yeah, that's next. But in terms of long-term plans, I want Arabella to go international for sure. Because we're a resort wear brand, we see a lot of scope in markets like UAE. We see a lot of scope on international platforms like Revolve. So I am manifesting all of that. Hopefully it'll happen for us. But as of now, we want to make make the brand very strong in the country before we start expanding globally. So that's the plan.
How do you balance time between Sid and work and being a mom?
So I think I kind of just spoke about me and Sid really not balancing work and personal life a lot of times, but also like sometimes we do try to make date nights happen. It's not as often as it used to be because now we're new parents. And also both of us are really busy people because Sid also is a part of his family business. And plus he's doing Arabella with me, and I also have like a full-time job as a content creator and plus the business. So I feel like the mom guilt is always there, right? Like even right now as I'm talking to you guys, Aryan is downstairs with his grandparents, and I wish I was there as well playing with him, but that mom guilt is always there at the back of my mind. So I do try to spend enough time with him, but I feel no matter how much time I spend with my child, it's never going to be enough because I feel like he's growing so fast. He's going to be like 1 next month. I don't know where the time has even gone. But right now I'm still struggling finding the right balance between family time and work. I feel most new moms would relate to me, especially like if you're a working mom who has to go outside and like work. If it's not a work from home sort of a job, you'll always feel guilty no matter what you do. Oh, and I also want to say that, because of this mom guilt, I took Aryan with me to Milan. I don't think I've spoken about my actual experience about Milan. But yeah, I took Aru with me to Milan, and it wasn't the wisest choice because it was a full-on work trip for me. Fashion week on its own is so hectic, plus I had projects with me. I was very lucky that my in-laws came on the trip with me, so they really helped me out with a lot of things. But you know, when you're a mom and your child is around you, your baby will obviously always want you. So even on the trip, it was really tough for me to balance the situation out.
So you have a lot of pregnancy weight and post-pregnancy related questions.
Yeah.
So post-pregnancy, you have lost a lot of weight. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Oh God. So, you know, this topic actually has been the only topic I've been talking about to people. Every time I go to events, like it's the only thing people want to know, like what's going on, how did you lose the weight? A lot of times people go like, you don't look like a mom, which I think obviously they mean in the nicest way possible. So just for context, I gained 20 kgs like in my final trimester before I delivered. So it's not like it wasn't easy, right? Like I did start working out pretty early on. I think 2 months postpartum I started working out, but I'm not doing anything special to lose the weight. Like I've been kind of functioning as per usual the way I did before. Although right now it's a lot tougher because obviously I have a business, I have this, I have Aru, and plus I need to try and be consistent with my workouts. But yeah, the only thing that I've been doing is trying to work out as often as possible. I try to eat as clean as possible, and that comes very naturally to me because I always did that. Like it's not like it's a new development for me just because, you know, I need to lose my postpartum weight. But the only thing is like I really need to move. Like my body is very used to having to work out and having to move and eating right. Like if I indulge in some sort of junk food, like the next day I just like automatically want to eat a lot cleaner so that I feel better about myself. So yeah, I feel like it's just a lifestyle. It's just it came very naturally to me, and I did lose all the weight luckily. But yeah, it also happened because I did put the work into it, and it just didn't happen because I'm lucky that I lost the weight. But I do feel great. I feel very healthy and fit right now, and yeah, that's basically it.
So related to the previous one, what's your workout routine like?
So, firstly, disclaimer, I haven't been as disciplined as I used to be with my workouts. Like before I even got married, I was a lot more consistent. But lately, I've been going to Namrata Purohit for my Pilates. She's the best. I feel like she's the one who's helped me get stronger. Because my goal with Namrata is not to lose weight or not to lose inches, it's literally to get stronger. So that's what I've been doing. And then I've also been going to The Tribe in Bandra. That's like a fun group class that I like to do. You can actually also do private classes there, but I love the whole group class environment there because you're kind of working out with a lot of like people, and they make you do fun games and challenges. So that's just very like different from doing a one-on-one class because I've always like done personal training. So this is different. So I've been enjoying Tribe and I've been enjoying Pilates with Namrata, and yeah.
So just your breastfeeding journey overall, like a lot of questions.
Yeah, you know, and in fact, like I myself am shocked and amazed with how a woman's body works. I've always been flat chested, right? And like after I, you know, got pregnant and I had Aru, like I looked very different. Like I couldn't relate to my body. I didn't know how to dress my body because I've never, you know, had, I mean, let's just say it, I never had boobs, right? Like I didn't know how to like dress a certain way. So yeah, firstly, coming back to the whole breastfeeding thing, yes, I did breastfeed till Aru was, I think, 9 months. And in fact, I was more scared about breastfeeding than actually delivering the baby. But when I did, I felt it was the most beautiful thing ever. I, in fact, miss, you know, being a part of that journey. And I wanted to actually breastfeed for much longer, but because I have to travel so much for work, it got a lot more difficult. I remember like traveling with my breast pump all the time and like setting schedules and like doing it. It was very hectic, but I did it for like 9 months. And just recently, you know, that journey had to end because I mean, I did travel for a longer period and then it just like I wasn't producing enough. So that is what it is. Now I'm back to looking the way I did, which is why people are wondering if I ever been breastfed. But I feel like the way a woman's body functions, it's beautiful, it's insane, and I'm so proud and I'm so happy that I was able to, you know, be a part of the whole breastfeeding journey.
So the next question is your next luxury purchase or what's on your wish list?
Okay, luxury purchases. So, I mean, obviously, we all want a Birkin and a Kelly. It is what it is. I obviously want to hopefully buy one soon. But the whole process of being able to buy a Kelly or a Birkin is very complicated. So yeah, and also like I've not been consistent with. I've firstly not bought a lot from Hermes. You know, I've only bought like your Orans and Chypres, and no one's offering you a Birkin or a Kelly for just buying shoes. And I don't really want to buy high jewelry from Hermes as of now, so I don't know when that is going to happen. And I also don't want to go through like a personal shopper because it's ridiculous. You basically have to spend double the amount of what you're normally going to spend at the store to buy the bag, which you technically would regardless, because you also need to buy a lot to be able to get offered a bag. So it's complicated. So keeping that aside, I want to get myself a new tote, like a big bag that I can take to the airport, because I don't actually have a lot of big bags. I really wanted to get the YSL one, but I'm not sure if I want to get that anymore, because I feel like it's like a trendy bag and it's not probably going to be a bag that people would probably want to buy in a couple of years. So I don't want to indulge in a trendy bag. And then I was also considering the Goyard tote, but I also feel like it's literally like everyone's Heyyy. So I really don't know what bag to get. In fact, if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. Yeah, besides that, I'm very like happy with what I have. Definitely like I want to buy new shoes or whatever, but like nothing specific. I feel like whatever I wanted, I've kind of got recently. Like I got this watch. It was a very big purchase, so I'm very happy with that as of now. I don't want to be spending more money. But if I do end up buying something, it's probably an airport bag.
Best brand you've ever worked with and worst brand you've ever worked with?
Firstly, I've been doing this for so many years. It's almost been a decade of creating content and working with brands, and I'm very, very grateful for all the brands that I've worked with, honestly. So, I mean, starting with the best ones, you guys, I think, know, I've always been in awe of Nike and Maybelline as brands. Also because, you know, they were a big part of my journey when I started influencing. I've, you know, done so many beautiful trips with Maybelline early on in my career, and those trips I'll always cherish. And Nike, I feel like Nike changed my life. It changed the way I looked at fitness. Nike basically made me realize that I loved running. I've done 2 marathons with Nike, which was insane. I was a part of this massive campaign with Nike back in the day where there were hoardings around India and the Nike stores. So that was really cool and very special. So I will never forget that. So worst brands, I really don't know what to say. Like I don't want to take brand names where, you know, I influence your perspective on those brands, because I want all of you to have your own like outlook on these brands based on your own experience. So I don't want to be taking names, but there are so many brands that I've not had great experiences working with. It's also like probably not the product or the brand, right? It's the people that work in the brand that affect your experience as a creator while you're working with the brand. So there are times when brands just try to get too much out of you just because they're paying you a certain amount, or there are brands that don't know what they want. I feel like every other campaign that happens, sometimes it doesn't go as smoothly as you want it to. So yeah, I'm gonna give a boring ass answer and I'm not gonna give out names. But I've had so many bad experiences, it's not even funny. But one thing I want to say, I have had the worst experience working with a brand that had to do something with a Bollywood actor. Like Bollywood and this whole content creation thing doesn't go very smoothly. Like I'm not very fond of doing much with Bollywood when it comes to creating content, because it can get messy, and just recently I didn't have a great experience doing it. And yeah, that's about it. I think I've spoken so much right now. Like, do we have more, or can we? I think we should do a part 2 if there are more, because I'm literally like done talking and I feel I need to go, because there are guests coming over in a bit and I need to clean up this space. So I think this is enough for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and if you got more questions, let's save it for the next one. Okay. So let me know if you want to see a part 2, because there could be more. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Okay, so we just ended this video and everyone's just telling me that I kept saying I think 100 times. So Anisha is like, why don't you guys comment down below telling how many times you think I said I think? You think I said I think? Because I didn't realize I was saying I think. Because I feel I say like a lot, like this, like that.
Do a short game on that.
Every time. So you'll obviously get drunk like in the first few seconds. But anyway, I'm going to try to not say I think as much. But anyway, bye.